Time to work on the G4TR again. So the forks, I replaced seals and such last year or the year before. I replaced them and I did everything right, which, by the way, to replace these, I could not figure out how to get them apart. I couldn't find any videos on how to do it. So to do that, you just unscrew that. Now the big problem is that these are leaking now. My forks have leaked down. They are not leaking oil. The seals are still good. Down here anyways. But now it's warmed up. But see that they'll leave a dust mark where it rests. See, that's an inch of play. I'm pulling up on it. And it wants to rest down there. When I sit on it, it wants to rest even further down. You can see that's 3 inches. So it's time to do something about that. Yeah, I like a really nice cushy ride, but not that cushy. That's a little too squishy. So we're gonna fix that. Let's get to it. Next thing to do is to prop it up on something so that the front wheel is off the ground. And so I have it propped up on a steel 5-gallon bucket. And I have a Briggs motor block on the back to keep the back weighted, because it doesn't quite balance right there. But it's close enough for me right now. So then we're gonna get the socket and pull these caps off. These fork caps. And we're gonna replace the seals in it. See if that helps. We've also got to be very careful not to get any dirt in this, so let's clean it up with a wire brush of some sort. And it seems the 7/8 inch socket fits pretty nice. Just a regular old 7/8 inch. Now I think 22 or 23 millimeter would be the correct one. And also loosen, you don't have to remove, but loosen this bolt on each side. Then, since there's no room for a socket right here, I don't remember if you have to remove the handlebars or not. I don't think so. But just, damn it, you stupid camera, focus. Just pull these out, and beware, they will be spring-loaded. So, after a few threads, kind of put your left finger on here and hold it down, or your thumb. Just prepare for a good heavy spring. I was mistaken. You do have to remove the handlebars. So one thing to do, it has been a while since I've done this, so I didn't remember. So one thing to do, get a marker or make a little scratch that's not really very noticeable, and we will use that for alignment later. So you'll kind of see my scratch there and there. We'll use that for alignment later so we can get it in the same spot. Now these are just 13 millimeter heads, and they just pull out real easy. And then these caps will pull out. So, yep. And it looks as if we might be able to just flatten them out, not even have to remove them actually. So then that's spring loaded, and we can replace this here seal. And I will probably add oil. Now there are instructions on the internet on how much oil these take. I added a hair less than I should have, so I'll fix that. What I have done in the past to fill forks with oil and to get it at about the right level is to, well, fully compress them and fill them up till they start dripping out. Because I really don't want to spend all that money on some fancy tool that basically does the same thing from what I understand. So then, once it's dripping out, I'll let the forks extend, push the springs back in, make sure the forks are fully extended, which they are. Then we'll replace the seals and put the caps back in. It's as simple as that. And so now we've got the seals replaced, or the O-rings replaced. I'm going to push down and start gently turning. This is easier with a socket sometimes. So let's get a socket. And just start turning it in till you can't turn it anymore. If you think you got cross-threaded, take it back out and try again. Yes, it should become somewhat half-assed hard to turn. Then once you get it run up there, just kind of snug it. Don't go crazy. Just snug it up pretty good. Then we can tighten these clamp bolts back up, these fork clamp bolts. And we can, sorry, just a sec. We can snug these up just a little bit. Or I can, because I'm holding the camera in one hand. And try to get the splines centered up. And try not to grind them down. And once you get that done, line up our marks like that. Sorry. Let's get these snugged up pretty good. Then get the other clamp put on. Whole process should take about 6 to 10 minutes. For the whole process. I can probably have the fork seals changed out in 10 or 15 minutes. Easy. I don't even think you have to take the forks off to change the seals. Like I said, just this top just unscrews like so. And let's not do that because we want it to seal. And then that's that. And we can set it back on the ground now.